Sunday. Once again, I'm trying to figure out what date it is. I think it's about the 26th, 27th. I'm going with 27th. Let me know if I'm right or wrong. Right, down the allotment. I was down here yesterday. Used some of that square boxing to make a frame for the door. So I'll just net that, and then that will be secured by the tops of here. I've left a bit of overhang, so then I can put bits over there which hold it in place. So I've got to net this, finish that. I weeded everything yesterday. I was meant to do this yesterday on Saturday, but once you get down here and you get sidetracked with, because the amount of weeds that was in this bay, in that bay, in that bay, in that bay, between the potatoes and the lettuce bay, you know what I mean, it just snowballed out. While I was weeding this one, I'd found another sweet corn. These were, because obviously I had about 8, I think it is, I planted. Now out of the 8, 4 of them died on me, and they was then spotted here, there and everywhere, so I've had to clump them together, because obviously with sweet corn you have to have them together to pollinate. You can't mix them with other varieties. It can work, I think, but it's just not really good. You need the same variety together. So I've replaced these 4 together and then the ones what I've got growing will go in that section over there. My Pentland Javelins have come up lovely. There is one more here that's coming up, so that'll be quite fun to have them this year, because I've never done Pentland Javelin before. I put this barrier up to hopefully stop the old carrot fly, and I had to weed this area, the carrots, because that was just blitzed. You couldn't hardly see none of these carrots. That took a good 20 minutes to pull all the little weeds out carefully. There is the odd one still in there by the looks on it that I missed, but done that. So yeah, so there we go, Mr. Magpie over there. Morning, Mr. Magpie. How's the family? Give him a little salute. He's never ever done anything for me. I've never got lucky or nothing, so I don't know. But there we go. Right, so what's in my trailer today? Got some onions I'm going to stick out. Normally I'd leave them a bit longer, but I'm bringing down the big cold frame, so I want to make some room. So they'll go straight in the ground. Got some beetroots there. They're probably a bit young, but I'll stick them in the ground. Tub of grass from cutting yesterday at home. My sprout and broccoli, I've got 3 more of them to come, which I'll put over there with the others. Then I've got 2 of my dad's cucumbers, which I'll put in there. I could have brought a 3rd one by the looks of it, but I'll space them a bit closer so they have plenty of room. So that's about it. My wheels come off my trailer on the way here, so I'll push that back on and then bodge it up when I get home. I'll probably glue it on the rim. And this is a cabinet. It's one of them 2-door big cabinets that you shelving cabinets that you put stuff in. Work was getting rid of it. We didn't need it anymore. So got my work bit there. I've got my work bit there. So I've got to build that, and then that's just gonna bolt to the back here, and then I'll put my tools in there, and then there'll be a shelf for other bits and bobs. And it's got a key. It locks and everything. So you know what I mean, I have not got decent tools down here, you know what I mean, so, but it'll make it look nicer and a bit more smarter, more modern. So yeah, that's it. There we go. Welcome back to Grow Your Own. Still Sunday. It's in the afternoon. Well, it's about 12 o'clock now. Planted another row of onions, 3 there, and then I planted out the onions there. And there, I've written on the label late onions, red, so then I know where they are. Over here, I planted a couple of beetroots, which actually I haven't watered, so I'm going to have to quickly water them. Put some more yellow cardate with petroleum jelly on for the flies. Put my purple sprouting broccoli at the back. Watered everything. Yellow cards there, and I've finished the netting of here. And the door now I've put a cane in the floor, so that sits on that, and then it's tied at the top, so it's like a hinged door now. So that's done as well. Carrots are there, so that's about it. Planted some onions there because I had loads left over, and I didn't want to take all that other plot up over there because I've still got spring onions and silver skins to go in there, so I'm gonna have to crack on with that so I can get some more onions and springs in there, but I've put the red ones in there, so there we go. Right, I'm now down at the allotment. I'll take this opportunity to do some shout outs. As far as I know, there's only 2 shout outs. It's Mark Bannister and First Power. Thanks for subscribing. If you have subscribed, don't forget, put in the comments subbed. That's all you got to put. If you don't want to put much, just put subbed, and then I know you've subscribed to my channel, and then I'll give you a shout out, and I'll check your channel out as well. So here we go. Grass is overgrown quite quick. It's only took like a week, I think it is, so I've got to recut the grass. Carrots are there, growing up. This is only going to be a walkthrough because I've got not much really going on. This is what's puzzling me, right? You've got a carrot here, and you've got this, and it's a different design and type. So I can't work out if that's a carrot or a weed. Now please someone drop me a comment, is this a carrot or is this a weed? Because it is different, but it could be a different type. You know what I mean? So if you can let me know if that is a weed or if that is a carrot, because I have been pulling these up because they are different leafed. So if you can let me know that would help me out so I don't pull any more up. Had an overspray of red onions, so they're there. Sunflowers, I've put slug pellets down, but something is still mullering the sunflowers. There's plenty of slug pellets down. Shallots are doing really well. So are the red onions. You can see the thickness of that red onion. So they're booming on, look. So Poundland is good. Got to do a bit more weeding. There's some more red onions I planted. Don't want to turn it sideways. They're spring onions, and they're the silver skins. These are the garlics. The beetroot. Look at the beetroot. I haven't been down here for a week, so it's quite nice to see all this beetroot up. You know what I mean? That's over, sort of way over your ankle height. It's got a bit of a markings on it. Don't know if that's burn markings or some kind of disease. Pentland Javelin. That one's now finally coming up, Pentland Javelin. My runner beans are running so much, look. They're going above that little station. So we'll twiddle that in there. Whoops, sorry, you can't see that. Just they're going a bit over the top. So I have initially come down to do some watering. The ground is dryish. These are my sprouts. Just giving them a little tap. There's no whitefly, which I was really belted with last year. Whitefly. I had loads of it. And there's nothing, which is good. That is good. And the potatoes. Oh, look, poppies. A couple of poppies, look, there you go. That's a nice one, that one. There's my purple broccoli. Give them a tap. No whitefly. So they're doing good. They're quite big, really. They've grown a lot better than what the sprouts have, and they was planted later. Look at that one, that looks more like a rhubarb here. It's branched out. There's massive leaves on that. So well impressed. My lettuces. These are meant to be iceberg lettuces, but they don't look very icebergy lettuce to me. So they look more like what you cut and regrow ones. So drop me a comment if this is what iceberg lettuces are meant to go start off like, but I don't think they do. That don't look right to me. So, a bit strange. My peas. How my peas doing? First sign of a pod there. Oh, there's some there as well. I missed them ones. So pea pods are popping up. Broad beans. Broad beans are getting there, look. So I'll soon be coming on, I suppose. There's my other set of broad beans. Sorry, this is boring. Look at that black fly. Run your hands over them. Yuck. Yeah, broad beans. There's another poppy. Sorry about the camera, there's another poppy. These are more Pentland javelins. They're a bit close together probably. My sweet corns. Another two's died. That one's died by the looks on it. And this one, that's there. This one's a bit knackered. This is the only one that's even surviving. So I don't know what's going on with sweet corn. Why that's not lasting. The ones at home and they sort of a bit bigger than that, what I just showed you. There's my cabbages. I've got two cabbages over there. And these are my cauliflowers. Just give them a little tickle. Can't really get to them to see if there's any whitefly in there. See, the way I've built this, as you see, you thread the canes through the mesh, and then obviously once you've done the top and the sides, you can try and thread it through the bottom, and that's all you do. And then with certain bits, like when I did the top, I had to just wrap the string around them to hold the tops on. But what I've done is done a little loop here, a cane there, and in here it's tied up here to secure it, and in the bottom there's a cane going up into this frame. So since the weed was cut, it swings open. It's a door. So that's quite good. Right, let's tickle one of these, see if there's any white fly. Doesn't appear to have any white fly. I think there might have been one just then. So these boards, even though they're filthy, must be doing something, because there ain't hardly any white fly on there at all. So that's good. That is good. So yeah, that's a bit of a tour. Not much really is going to be happening in the videos, apart from when I pull them up, if I do any digging. Not much more is being planted at the minute. So, and there's the leeks. So really in my videos I don't really know if there's much I can video and show you really. Drop me a comment if there's something you want me to sort of show you or do, but that's about it really. This is my water butt. This has got some Miracle growing, but yeah, that's about it. Got my flag, got my pirates, got my emblem. Silly crap really. There's my cucumbers are there. Not really doing brilliant. Someone's had a little dig in there for something. But yeah, that's about it. Oh dear. Welcome to Go Grow Your Own. Sunday, I think it's the 10th or the 9th. I should really look before I do these. Quick little update. You've probably seen this before. There's my little tool shed. I've put up no decent tools, just Billy Bob Basic. And it basically gets locked up. There it is, gets locked up. Wheelbarrow, curtain. There's some bits and bobs there, nothing really much, nothing interesting. Show you the outside. I think I showed you the outside before. There's my pirates, there's my little flag, and obviously you got the pirate flag up there. Cold frame, I brought that down, didn't I? My box, this is just full of bits and bobs, you know what I mean, plastic wrap and that's junk that's got to go by the council. Compost bin, that's filling up, as you see. I've got to bring some paper, shredded paper down for that. I've wrapped this to get a bit of heat in it. I'll put the top one back on. Right, so yesterday I cut the grass. I've singled out some of the carrots out of there, thinned them out a little bit. I have put some in there, that's well loose soil and mud compost. So we'll see what happens with them. I might have damaged the root a bit too much, there's no telling. Cucumbers, red onions, rhubarb, 3 sunflowers, boom, boom, boom. Have been mullered a bit, even though there's pellets down there. I've got normal onions, which I salvaged from that plot there, which would have got wasted. Then I've got silver skins at the back, which are like a spring onion, sort of pickle onion. My shallots are here, getting very, very big. There is some huge ones, I can't see where they are now. But my red onions, they're very thick. If you look at that, they're thicker than my finger, but they're not very big at the bottom yet. So just got to see what happens with them. So the red onions are getting there. These are more red onions and more red onions. These are spring onions and loads more spring onions set a bit later. These are my garlics. Pentland Javelin potato, that's coming on nicely. That's a Pentland Javelin, that'll come up a bit later. My beetroots, I'll show you my beetroot, where is it? I did an earth one and you can see the size, it's getting close to the size. There's one. But yeah, they're getting big. My runner beans are running out of room by the looks on it at the top. But they're all flowering now, so that's good. I'm glad I did it that way with the beetroot. That saved a lot of space. These are my sprouts. They're getting big. And at the back there is the purple sprouting broccoli. No, they're not my sprouts. Yes, they are. They are my sprouts. Sorry. I thought it was broccoli then. I don't know. My potatoes. And they're flowering lovely there, look, at the back there. Them ones are different. This row, these section here, I think they're the Morris Piper, and these are the Morris Pear. There's the other potatoes. My iceberg lettuces doing great. Nothing has attacked them yet, so that's all good. There's my leeks, what's left. They have started sprouting, so I have took the tops off. There's one there I've missed. Just take that off, make it last a bit longer, get the goodness to it. Peas, they're coming on. You can see there's peas there, filling out a little bit. I really did crap on this year. I'm going to have to really go to town next year on the peas. Broad beans, as you see the broad beans are there. They're getting nice and plump. They'll be probably picked, I'd say, next couple of weeks, I suppose. These are my February ones. They were the November ones. Nothing's really grown on them ones yet. These are my cauliflowers. 9 cauliflowers, and then you've got the 3 and the 2 cabbages over there. So yeah, that's basically what I've done. I've done a lot of weeding today. I wanted to dig that one out and dig the next bay for the compost bin because that one's getting full. But you can see there in the background I've got a tray and a half of weeds because I had to weed all of them, not brilliantly but just really quickly. I had bindweed on the broad beans, so that had to be done. But there we go, that's it. I'm done for the day. Lock my shed all up and then I'll shoot off. I just thought I'd do a quick little recap on how we're getting. It's the same old every time, but the plants are getting there a bit further and further ahead. So there we go. Thanks for watching.